All right, welcome back. Congress trying to tackle anti-Semitism with a new bill that could have some major impacts on those protests happening at colleges.
Supporters say the legislation will crack down on hate speech against Jewish people. Opponents argue the measure goes too far. Washington correspondent Hannah Brandt joins us live from D.C. to explain. Hannah, good morning.
Vanessa, John, good morning. The bill is called the Anti-Semitism Awareness Act, and it would dramatically change the federal definition of anti-Semitism, which could have some important consequences. As the Israel-Hamas war plays out overseas, pro-Palestinian protests on college campuses are capturing the attention of Congress.
It is long past time that Congress act to protect Jewish Americans from the scourge of anti-Semitism on campuses.
Congressman Russell Fry says that's why he supports the Anti-Semitism Awareness Act. It would change federal anti-discrimination law to use the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance's definition of anti-Semitism, which would make certain language and chants used at protests punishable by law.
Now more than ever, it is critical that the federal government's definition of anti-Semitism is clear and uniform.
Congressman Michael Burgess says that would give the Education Department more authority.
So universities are empowered to take appropriate and decisive steps to keep Jewish students safe and respond to exercises of speech that are so hostile and discriminatory.
But Congressman Jerry Nadler argues the bill is too broad.
This bill threatens to chill constitutionally protected speech. Speech that is critical of Israel alone does not constitute unlawful discrimination.
Instead, some Democrats are pushing to pass the Countering Anti-Semitism Act, which would establish a national White House coordinator to combat anti-Semitism. Congresswoman Mary Gay Scanlon called that legislation
a much more bipartisan, solution-oriented, useful bill.
And Congressman Jim McGovern agreed, saying lawmakers need to come together on this.
It is a mistake to not approach these issues with more unifying actions.
In a split vote, lawmakers did pass the Anti-Semitism Awareness Act out of committee, setting it up for a vote in the full House later this week. Live in Washington, I'm Hannah Brandt. In a split vote, lawmakers did pass the Anti-Semitism Awareness Act out of committee, setting it up for a vote in the full House later this week. Live in Washington, I'm Hannah Brandt.
All right, Hannah, thank you so much for that report.
All right, 6:17.
In a split vote, lawmakers did pass the Anti-Semitism Awareness Act out of committee, setting it up for a vote in the full House later this week. Live in Washington, I'm Hannah Brandt.
All right, Hannah, thank you so much for that report.
All right, 6:17. Time to check out our roads and our weather.